Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is the boss here with another video for you guys today. Guys, we have another small YouTuber interview for you guys today. Before we get into the interview, though, guys, if you guys want to go check out the last interview I did with a fella known as Jack Wardale, go check it out in the description. Pretty cool dude. So I released it at a later time than what I normally would, so I don't think too many of you guys have seen it than what you normally would have, but I just thought I'd bring that up if you want to go see it. Either way, guys, today's interview is going to be with a guy who is actually pretty awesome as well. I love his name. NoDragonsPlz is who we're going to be interviewing for today. And let me just say, this is the biggest YouTuber that I've interviewed thus far. The guy has over 1,700 subscribers, which that's pretty dang impressive. I hope to reach there, myself someday, but that's pretty impressive. So that's the biggest YouTuber I've interviewed thus far, so that's pretty cool. But either way, though, guys, yeah, we are going to be interviewing him today. If you guys want to go check out his content, he does a lot of gaming-type stuff, so if you guys want to go check him out, check out his link in the description down below. Go support him. Let's help him reach 2,000, because I think that's a goal of his right now. So either way, guys, if you guys are interested, go and check out his videos, subscribe if you're into his content, and go check him out in the description. With all that in mind, guys, let us get into his YouTube story. So what made you start doing YouTube?
Basically, I moved from small town to city to go to college, and I needed something, to pass the time in between homework and stuff, because I got bored. So I started doing YouTube videos for Pokemon-related stuff, and then eventually I got bored of that stuff and decided to go ahead and move on and create a second channel that then transitioned into my third channel, which is the current channel. And I've basically been going on from there ever since. That's what made me start doing YouTube.
Do you have any inspiration for the content that you make?
Initially, when I started, I had inspiration from other bigger Pokemon YouTubers. I guess Shofu was a primary example of a Pokemon YouTuber that I took a lot of inspiration from, and then as I trailed into different content, the League of Legends content, I drew inspiration from a guy named Soulwolf, who unfortunately has stopped making videos, and Ankle Spankin, who consequently has started going into my niche as well, strangely enough. And then after that, when I was getting ready to expand into Let's Plays, I think a lot of inspiration came from a YouTuber called Northern Lion, especially for my Binding of Isaac series. So yeah, there's been a lot of inspiration for content I've made. I always try and add my own flair, but, obviously I do kind of take inspiration from the people I mentioned in my own style, and I kind of mix it all together to make my own style. So that would probably be where my inspiration comes from.
What's been a great YouTube experience of yours so far?
Ooh, this is a tough one, because there's been a lot of good ones. I would have to say probably one of the best experiences I had is when I got a live stream to have like 20 people in it. That was pretty impressive, and I was completely excited. It only lasted for 2 minutes, so it was 2 minutes of pure excitement, but hey, I enjoyed it, and I was happening to play a game I really enjoy anyway, so yeah. I guess that would probably be a great YouTube experience, but honestly, like, the entire experience of YouTube has been pretty great for the most part. It's a roller coaster ride, always have ups and downs on the YouTube journey, but personally, I think most of it's been pretty fine, and I've enjoyed it.
What are your future plans concerning your YouTube channel?
I think I have more plans in my head than I actually have written down. Yeah, I do have a ton of plans for YouTube. I haven't written them all down yet. But I guess some of the things I'm going to work on is I have been working on really pushing the Let's Plays for my channel and diversifying into other content as well, like Heroes of the Storm and Smite and Overwatch and stuff like that. But ideally, like, my future plans for the channel are to get it to be kind of a channel that people just have plenty of stuff to watch on, and also a channel that people can feel relaxed, because sometimes, gamers get way too hypey. I guess I would probably fall into that occasionally, but I try not to be super hypey. I try and be super chill. So, yeah, I'm just working on putting out a lot of different games that I'm playing, and also I think I might start vlogging. I'm not really sure, because I'm not really sure how I would do vlogging, because this, you know, face-to-face interaction in the camera, that's not me. I hide behind the scenes, okay? That's my bravery right there. So I would have to figure out how I would implement those. And then, you know, I've recently been dabbing in the music mixes of non-copyright music, and also the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so plenty of future plans. Probably more in my head than I actually have written down. I don't tend to write stuff down until I'm already starting on it, as you can probably tell by my description on my own channel. But yeah, plenty of future plans.
What's one funny moment that you can recall from your life?
I have a lot of embarrassing moments. I don't know if they're necessarily funny. They weren't funny to me at the time, but I guess looking back, they're kind of funny. This is hard. I guess the funniest moment that I've ever had in my life is when I went to camp for a week in the summer, and I had a pizza, and two girls came and were like, hey, can we have some of your pizza? I know, they were total moochers, right? Okay, freaking pizza. But I'm like 14-year-old guy, like, oh, girls are kind of cool, so I'm gonna, you know, share my pizza. And I turn to one, look her deep in the eyes, and I say, your eyes remind me of puppy dogs and chocolate unicorns. And then, like, a string of girls come up and like, what do my eyes remind you of? And it was just, I don't know, it was the weirdest, kind of funniest moment that has ever happened in my life. That never happened before, it's never happened after. It was just kind of a weird thing that happened at camp, and it was kind of cool. So that would be probably one funny moment I can recall from my life.
What is a favorite and least favorite video game of yours?
Probably my favorite game is actually a series of games called Final Fantasy. I just really enjoy the JRPG layout they have, and honestly, I really enjoy a lot of the stories. And you know, I guess I'm a little weeb. Some of the girls on those things are kind of cute, and you know, I always picture myself as a guy, and I'm like, oh yeah, totally. No, not that weeb. I do enjoy the stories, and I guess I am a sucker for a good romance story. So and Final Fantasy tends to have both a great story in general, and then a great romance story as well. So that really is probably why that holds my favorite string of games. Especially, actually, Final Fantasy 12 doesn't really have a huge love story, contradictory to, you know, me liking the love story of Final Fantasy. But I love the layout of, like, the world and all that. It's just so much fun to explore a Final Fantasy world. And I think that's really something that only fans of Final Fantasy can really appreciate. So that would be my favorite game. Least favorite game? No Man's Sky. I'm sure that is probably a lot of people's least favorite game. The reason is, you know, I bought into the hype. I expected to be able to do everything. I expected to make my alien army, go conquer worlds, and just be like a galactic emperor of the entire No Man's Sky universe. And they didn't let me do that. I couldn't even build a base when it on release, so that was really disappointing. They have added more functionality in the game, and it might be a game I'd check maybe in the future. I don't think they're ever going to be done with that game at this point, and maybe that was their intention. But yeah, No Man's Sky easily a least favorite game of mine.
And do you have any future plans for your YouTube channel or for your life in general?
It depends on what timeline you want to talk. I would say probably within the next 6 months, I would absolutely love to hit 2,000 subscribers. Because I really feel like at that point, maybe the channel will start gaining traction and it'll start growing itself. It kind of is at that point right now, being at 1,700 plus, but I still feel like, you know, the extra people watching videos and stuff would no doubt help. So that would probably be like a more immediate goal. If you want to talk like a future goal, like maybe 5 years down the line, I'd love to be sitting at 100,000 subscribers and be like kind of a relatively medium YouTuber, maybe big YouTuber, who knows, in the millions and such. I think that would be enjoyable, and one of my actual goals eventually is to be able to hold my own convention. Don't know what I would call it, Dragon Slayer Con, something like that. It would be wonderful to go on and hold my own convention. I'm the MC of my own convention, and you know, really just be able to kind of experiment with a bunch of different stuff because I have the channel revenue to fall back on. That would probably be like a lifetime goal right there, honestly. I don't know if that'll ever happen. And obviously, you know, I am not completely counting on YouTube to make my living. I obviously am going to college to get a degree, so you know, not relying on YouTube to make a living, but it would eventually be, it'd be like a dream. I don't say a goal, because a goal is like something that could be achievable. That'd be a dream. Dreams can be achievable, but you know, sometimes they don't. They just end up being dreams. Yeah, but thank you for asking for the interview. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed my answers. Bye.
And that is going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy today's interview. Big thanks to NoDragonsPlz for being on the channel. It was really cool interacting with you, man, and the fact that I even had somebody of this size that wanted me to interview them is amazing in itself. I've loved everybody I've interviewed so far. It's been amazing, but the fact that somebody with this big a channel wanted me to interview him, it feels like an honor in a way. So thank you for being on the channel, my man, and it was a pleasure. It really was. With all that in mind, guys, go check him out in the description if you guys want to go check out his channel as per usual. And hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to catch with that bell notification on if you want to catch my future videos and live streams, including more interview videos and regular DeBoss content. And comment down below what you guys thought of the interview and if you want to get involved with one yourself. With all that in mind, bosses, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, boss.